Welcome back to House and Home. We are standing here on one of the lots at Deer Ridge Estates, and we are talking with real estate agent Chuck Zurcher, who is with Prudential. Now, Chuck, you are one of the agents with this development. How excited were you when you were asked to be a part of this?
Very, very excited. I happen to have been a Midway resident here for the last 10, 12 years, and have watched the valley grow and Midway grow. And I think you talked to Jeff earlier. This is one of the prime pieces of property in the Midway area, for the reasons that you see behind us here. It is just a spectacular view. And so when met with Jeff and worked with him to list these lots, I was ecstatic, to say the least.
Now, the thing that I love about Deer Ridge Estates is that you're just outside of Heber, so you're kind of out of that hustle and bustle. You're definitely out of the hustle and bustle of Park City. It's really quiet, and you get a lot of peace and serenity out here. Tell me this, though, the burning question I know everybody's wondering. Prices, how are they comparable to, say, Park City?
Well, your dollar goes quite a bit further here in the Heber Valley in the Midway area. These lots are all a minimum of an acre. There's plenty of elbow room. As you mentioned, there's no congestion, crampedness, hustle and bustle. It's quite a bit more laid back, and yet we're only 15 minutes away from Park City. I think 10 minutes from the gondola at Deer Valley. So we basically have access to everything that is Park City, but in a much more quiet and serene and private setting. So that's why I moved here originally. The
thing that I like about Deer Ridge Estates is that you have a couple of different options. There are 1 acre lots, and then there are 3 acre lots. Is that correct?
Correct. There's some lots up behind us. There's 4 3 acre lots that will have commanding views of the entire valley. They'll be a little bit more than our basic lots here on the flat, but the view from every lot is pretty much as the camera sees right now. With the spacing we've got on the houses and the way the lots are laid out, no house will interfere with the view of your next door neighbors. So every house will always have a commanding view of the surrounding mountains.
Now let me ask you this, how quick do you think these lots are going to go? Because Heber Valley as a whole is completely blowing up in a good way, not the bad way. But do you anticipate these things are going to sell like hotcakes? I mean, I know we are moving into the winter season, so do you anticipate people need to get on this as soon as possible if they want to be a part of it?
Absolutely. We've already got 3 sales on the lots, and we haven't really come to market or television as of this point. We're anxious to get some buildings started. So the developer and I have talked about some generous concessions for someone who wants to come in right now and begin building. I mean, on this property today, you could literally have your plans approved by the Architectural Review Committee in the city probably by the end of the year, start building in the spring, and by this time next year, literally we could be sitting in your living room looking at these views. So that's what we want to do is get some activity going and get this community underway.
Now, a lot of the time when people buy a place, they buy with these beautiful views, and then 5-6 years down the road, the big hotel monstrosities come in. Tell everybody out there that they don't need to worry about things like that.
We're in Midway. I can tell you, as from being a resident here and working with a lot of developers here in the city, there aren't any plans for that in the Midway area. We were up at Zermatt earlier. I think you were up there, and that is where the concentration of the hotels and the high density products will be. The rest of Midway is really geared for open space, hiking paths, biking paths that connect the entire community. Frankly, from Deer Ridge, you could walk to the restaurant here in town, the Mountain House Grill, in probably 10 minutes. So this is a much more rural, laid-back, open space-oriented feel than you're going to get in most other communities.
And from what I understand, Jeff is telling me that he's really trying to focus on energy-efficient homes here at Deer Ridge Estates. Are you familiar with that, and is that true? Can you back him up?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's where all the developers are going these days, in green build products and energy-efficient products, and clearly Jeff is in the forefront of that. We would love to see those kind of amenities built not only into the houses, as well as, you know, into the community that Jeff's designed. We're going to have low voltage lighting throughout the walking paths, so at night everything will be lit and people want to come out of their house and take advantage of the spectacular views and things like that. So definitely that's not only where Jeff's going, but that's where the industry really is going in this day and age.
Now, do you anticipate that most of the homeowners here at Deer Ridge Estates will be, you know, second home buyers, that this will just kind of be their vacation spot, or do you think you'll see a lot of year-round families here?
We've tried to second guess that a lot. I think we're going to see the majority of them be year-round residents. More and more, the history in this valley has been people might initially buy a home or a unit to come to as a second home, but in the long run, it ends up being their primary residence. I mean, as you know, we're only 40 minutes from downtown Salt Lake, and now with the new Provo Canyon Road open, 2 lanes in each direction, we're probably only 20 minutes from Utah County. So we're a hop, skip, and a jump from any place anybody wants to be here in northern Utah.
And Chuck, if there's someone sitting at home on the couch and they're grabbing their pen and paper, how can they get a hold of you guys to come and preview some of these lots?
They can go on our website, liveatdeerridge.com, or they're welcome to call me at 435-901-1765, and gladly meet with them out here on site and walk every lot with them. I love coming out here. It's gorgeous.
And of course, it's great that you are actually from Midway. You live here in Midway, at least. So you're not getting a real estate agent or someone who's coming from, you know, Colville or Camas, not to knock those people, but you know this area inside and out.
Absolutely. If they were to call me right now, I could walk over here from the old farmhouse I live in, and again, I love to show this property. I mean, it's gorgeous. We could hike up here on the trail and you know, look over the entire valley. So it's a pleasure. I look forward to it.
All right, well, give him a call or check out, is it liveatdeerridge.com?
liveatdeerridge.com.
All right, so there you have it. That is the website. If you want more information, you can log on there and find out everything there is to know about this amazing development here in Midway. Hang with us. We have much more coming up on House and Home after this. I'm sure with all the information we have provided you here on House and Home, you are sold on Deer Ridge Estates. So if you'd like to check out their website and contact Jeff Donovan or Chuck Searcher, it is liveatdeerridge.com. And keep in mind, you have world-class amenities just footsteps away at Zermatt, a beautiful location and magnificent views of this quaint place of Midway. So if you would like to purchase one of them, I believe they will go like hotcakes, and you definitely want to get a hold of them sooner than later. And thank you so much for joining us here on this edition of House and Home. Keep in mind, we will keep you up to date on what's happening with Park City real estate and all the beautiful homes in and around the Park City area next time on House and Home.